Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the gallery module. So the image gallery module allows you to set up an album to showcase your product images in your store. So the gallery module, in addition to images, also supports videos. So if you want to also share videos and you want to have a dedicated section where you can share your video albums, you can set up the gallery module to do this. So for us to set up the gallery module, the first thing we have to do is we navigate to the store management section and select settings. In the settings section, we go ahead and choose modules. So in the modules page, here we select the store design category option, and then here we search for gallery. So you can see this is the image gallery module. So the next thing we do is we go ahead to install it. So I've already installed it. I go ahead and click on the edit button here. So you can see that in the gallery page we have about 3 sections. The first section shows us the list of albums that we have created. So here is where we can manage existing albums. The second section allows us to add new album, and then the third section allows us to adjust the settings of the gallery module. So before we can proceed to add our image or video album, we need to first adjust the settings of the module. So to do that, we come here and select the settings menu option. So here you can see that we have various options that we'll need to adjust before we can begin to use the gallery module. So the first thing we do is we proceed to enable it. We also have the option to add the social share section. So this will enable customers to share the album to other social networks like Facebook and Instagram. We can adjust the pop-up image size. We can also adjust the number of albums that will show on the album list page in storefront section. We can adjust the album image size using this option as well. So we leave the default option. We can go ahead and adjust the design of the album details page using this option. We can also adjust the list page for the albums and video and photos section. Here also allows us to adjust the list page design for the albums and videos section. So but we'll leave all these options as it is. We proceed to the next section called colors. So in the colors section, this section allows us to adjust the default colors of the text that will display in the gallery section when viewing it in the storefront page. So but we will not change any of the default colors. So but if you want to change anyone here, we come here, we click this, and then here will allow us to assign a custom color. So this color will represent the page title text color. So let's say, for example, we set it as it is here. So after we've made all the color adjustments, we can proceed to the next section called gallery album products. So this section allows us to assign products to our gallery album. So what this does is that once we enable it and we assign our products to any of the gallery albums, you'll notice that when you open the product page, you will see the gallery album will be visible in the product that we assign. Product will be visible in the storefront page of the product that we assigned to the gallery album. So let's go ahead and do that. So we say this is image. We call this images. All right, so we can enable it to show both image and videos or just image. So let's select this. So we can include gallery videos for the product and also photos for the product using this option. We can make it carousel. So once we have set up all the settings here, we can then go back to the previous sections. So once we are sure that we are okay with the settings, we can then proceed to save. All right, now we have modified the gallery module settings. So after we've enabled it, you'll notice that when we view the storefront section, so let's go ahead and select this. You see that in the storefront section, a gallery menu has been added to the main menu section. So clicking on the menu, all right, this will show us the albums list page. Currently we've not created any album, that is why it's empty. So now that we have enabled the gallery module, we can then go back to the admin panel. In the gallery settings page, we can navigate and select the add new album option here. So this is where we'll now proceed to add our gallery album. We call this test collection. You see, this is a test gallery album. All right, we add the top description for the album. We can also add a bottom description, but we'll leave that empty. For the meta tag title, we say test collection. We can leave the meta description and keyword as it is optional. We proceed. So under the album settings, here we'll now add an image to represent the album. So we'll select this as the image, enable the status, we set the sort order number as 1. So take note that we can apply SEO, search engine optimization link to this album, but we'll leave this empty. So once we have set up the album settings section, we proceed to the photos section. So this is where we'll now upload the photos that will represent the collection for this album. So we say we can call this image 1. Add this as the image. All right, we can add a link. So what this link does is when the customer clicks on the image, it will open any link we specify here, but we'll leave this empty. For the second image, image 2, to upload the image, okay, we set this as the image. We can also assign a link to this image if we want to do that, but we won't do it. So let's say, for example, we are only adding these 2 images. So after we've added the images for the album, we can proceed to the videos section. This is where we can now assign videos to this album. So let's say if we want to do that, we click on the add video button here, add the title. We can assign it to a YouTube video. So if we have any link to a YouTube video, we can add the link here, put the thumbnail image if we want to do that, and set the sort order number. So but for this example, we are not adding any videos. So the next thing we do is we select the links section. So this is where we can now assign products to this album. So let's say, for example, we assign the customizable t-shirt product. After doing that, we have the option to include the gallery photos and videos to the product page. So let's select yes. So after we have done all the necessary settings for each of the sections here, if we are okay with it, we can then proceed to save. So now that we have saved, you see that coming to the album list section, you can see that the new album we created has been added. So if we click on the view button here, all right, you can see this is the album that we just created, as you can see it here. So the album is active. We don't have any other album that we just created. So this is the album. We can go ahead and view it if we want to do so, but you can see that here it is active, and you can go ahead and coming back to this section, we have the option to further edit it by clicking on the edit button, or deleting it by ticking this option here and then clicking on the delete button. So in this video, I've shown you how to set up the gallery module and how to create your images and video albums using the gallery module. Thank you for watching.